Everyone, and welcome to the Lawrence Township Board meeting. Okay. Gerald will be filling in for Tom this evening, and Vanessa will be filling in for Robin this evening. Gerald, can I have a roll call, please?
Yes, Ms. Bose?
Here.
Mr. Clark?
Here.
Ms. Evans?
Here.
Ms. Groger?
Here.
Ms. Kelly?
Here.
Dr. King? Absent. Ms. Martinez?
Here.
Ms. Pasquillo? Absent. Mr. Van Heist?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Student, oh, you have quorum. Student member, excuse me.
Student representative's not here yet.
Okay.
Okay, welcome, everybody. The Open Public Meeting Act authorizes the Board of Education to meet in executive session under certain circumstances. This evening, the Board of Ed is going to be meeting in exec session, specifically to discuss HIB, matters which, if disclosed, would constitute an unwarranted invasion of individual privacy. Formal action will not be taken. Exec session is expected to last approximately 25 minutes. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
So moved. We will go into exec session until 7 o'clock. Thank you.
We are the Lawrence Middle School Select Ensemble, an advanced jazz band made up of dedicated students from LMS. Tonight, we'll be performing a piece from our upcoming concert entitled Jazz Police. We've been working hard to prepare this piece a month ahead of schedule so that we could share it with you this evening. We hope you can enjoy our performance.
Sure.
Excellent job, Cardinals. Can we have them every board meeting?
No, thank you so much, Mr. Kilgore. You guys sound absolutely tremendous. Beautiful job. I think we have a request for you to come to every meeting. Thank you, guys. We won't be offended if you leave.
Thank you, moms and dads that came and brought them. Wow, that really gets you going.
We're gonna wait till 7. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think. Hello. Okay, how are you? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Lawrence Township Board meeting. The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. As required under law, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided via email and/or fax to the Times, the Lawrence Ledger, the Trentonian, the Public Library, and has been filed with the municipal clerk. This notice was provided prior to the 48 hours required by the Open Public Meeting Act. The board reserves the right to limit public discussion of personnel items and other matters as defined in the law. And we'll do our flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, welcome everyone. We have a nice full house. We have some wonderful things happening tonight, but first we start out with our student representative and peer leader report.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Prasha Sasikumar, a senior here at Lawrence High School. I'm excited to share a little bit about the Character Education Assembly that we recently led. It was where our team performed a short skit and focused on the importance of patience in our everyday lives. We showed examples of the situation where it was really important to maintain patience. After the skit, we organized a series of activities. These activities were designed to teach students how to make patience a habit. And after the activity, we had reflection about the speech that we did. And our goal was not to just teach patience, but to create an experience that students could take with them outside the classroom. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Riley Herna, and I am a senior at Lawrence High School and also the editor-in-chief of Tangent, which is Lawrence High School's Literary and Creative Arts Club. We recently had a very successful fundraiser in collaboration with Terhune Orchards. The club raised over $800 from club and community members, helping us gain a head start on fundraising for our annual magazine. Additionally, we received a very generous grant from LTPS to support the club in our efforts and the cost of this year's magazines. With these combined efforts, we will be able to afford and share this year's and next year's magazine with the Lawrence community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hope Lestitian. I am a senior here at LHS. As our fall sports come to a close, our girls soccer team is going strong through the state run. The girls won their sectional semifinal game against Freehold Borough today and now plan to compete against Northern Burlington on Saturday. Coming up soon, the start of our winter sports, which include girls and boys basketball, wrestling, winter girls and boys track, ice hockey, and boys and girls swimming. Registration closes this Saturday, so get your physicals in. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Ria Kaista and I'm a senior at LHS. I'm going to be talking about Challenge Day, which I had the special opportunity to participate in. Challenge Day was an event at the high school that was run by the Challenge Day organization, and the organization goes around the United States visiting different schools to run the program. Throughout the full day, they took both students and teachers through activities and discussions that promoted vulnerability and supportiveness. It was a really unique event that had everyone talking about their emotions and comforting each other. We look forward to implementing more events like this in the future as well. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, student peer leaders. You can leave if you would like. Have a great night. This evening, under recognition and acknowledgments, we have something extra special. We have our Lawrence High School Theater production, a few of members of that group here, and they're going to do a little teaser for the upcoming play, which is on the November 13th, 14th, and 15th, starting tomorrow night, Pride and Prejudice. Come on up, the floor is yours.
Why should you pretend love and marriage and all that is a joke? It seems very real to me.
That's because you are far away from it. When you're closer to the prospect, it becomes much too frightening, and you must laugh so you don't cry. Playing games keeps one sane. When the stakes involve threaten to drive one mad,
Stop filling your head with foolishness. It's not a game, Lydia.
isn't it? There are rules, strategies, wins, losses, and it is, theoretically, done for pleasure.
How do you know if you found the right match?
Well, I shouldn't tell you, but
Yes.
you know you found the right one when
Yes.
a lightning bolt shoots down from the sky and fries you like an egg. You probably decide he's your perfect match just after your mama has finished counting his rich, sickly relatives and your papa has called on his bankers. These things are all arranged above one's head, Lydia.
It's complicated, dear, but I imagine you know when you've met the right person. Well, first there is a liking, and then you behave appropriately, of course. But eventually there is a perfect understanding between souls, wordless and faultless.
Oh. Now who's filling her head with nonsense? What novels have you been reading?
Well, what do you really think, Elizabeth?
I have no desire to find out. One of you will have to marry to save the family from ruin, or I'll none of it.
Oh, you don't mean that.
I know myself, Jane. I shall never marry. For the state is fundamentally flawed as far as I can see it. It is all too much. I would, however, make a lovely maiden aunt. So do hurry up and make the necessary arrangements with this Mr. Bingley.
Bells. Bells. They never will ring if they are made imperfectly, you know. Weak metal, careless manufacturer, they never shall sound as they should. But if they are made of stronger stuff, of quality, you ring them once and you just can't control the vibration, can you? And whether they are sound for alarm or benediction, they cannot be unrung. They ring and they ring until the energy is spent where they crack. They ring to demand. Attention must be paid. Something is happening. Something beyond our control. Something arranged over our heads has changed. In vain I have struggled. My feelings will not be repressed. You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you. I love you. In spite of all my endeavors, in spite of the absolute unsuitability of this match and of your own conduct, you have ensnared me. Your mother taught you well. Yours entirely, Miss Bennett. You win. No, Miss Bennett, no,
I
you
do
need.
not. You're getting
No,
it all
you
right.
need. No, no.
I do not need you. If I could feel gratitude for your declaration, sir, I would thank you for it. But I have never desired your good opinion.
You cannot be serious.
I am. I actually am. And I am so far from trying to ensnare you, Mr. Darcy, that I have openly decreed you the most uncivil of men. And scene. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ms. Baldwin, did you want to say anything about the production, or?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I need to hand this back to Mr. Irvin.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, thank,
Tomorrow night, folks.
yes, at the high school. Good job. Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
What a tease.
Okay. Okay, the adoption of the minutes. Can I have a motion to adopt the executive session and regular session minutes from the 10-8 meeting?
So moved?
A second?
Second.
The motion and a second, Tom?
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Groger?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
And Ms. Bose?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Superintendent's report. Dr.
Okay.
Clem?
Well, I want to thank the Lawrence Township Theater production, that nice little teaser. Tomorrow night, we're very excited. I will be going to the show, so I'm excited for opening night. And I also want to just extend my gratitude to Mr. Kilgore, newer to LMS, leading the jazz band this evening. So I think that was a nice, refreshing start to the board meeting. Yesterday was Veterans Day, so on behalf of the Lawrence Township Public Schools community, I want to thank you all that have served our country. Your courage and sacrifice are deeply appreciated. Here in the district, we have many to be honored and celebrated. We are so proud to announce our LMS teacher, Jeanette Capriti. She just received the prestigious Milken Award. And for those of you out there that don't know what this is, it's honestly, it's a Grammy Award for an educator. It was the most magnificent experience for all of us. She was the sole recipient for all of New Jersey for this round. So we are so proud of our teacher over at LMS. In addition, we're celebrating 3 other outstanding LTPS educators who have been named the 2025 Exemplary Educators by the New Jersey Department of Education: Mark Rowe, Dana Williams from Lawrence High School, and Jillian Testa from Lawrence Middle School. We're on a hot streak, guys. I'm excited. As we enter this month of gratitude, I'm especially thankful for being a part of such an amazing district with all of you educators who go above and beyond every single day. So I want to say thank you. These recognitions just are a reminder for how fortunate our students are to be in your classrooms, shaping and caring for them as they move through their learning experiences. I'm also excited to share that the Lawrence Township Board of Education and the Lawrence Township Public School Administrators just struck a 5-year contract. So they ratified last month. That makes our 3rd collective bargaining agreement successfully settled, which I do believe is a testament not only to the collaboration amongst the administrative team, all of the units that we serve, of course, our educators, but it is a shared commitment across the district from the Board of Education and myself. We want to say thank you. Now I'd like to welcome LTEF President Ms. Giglio's back there to come up to the podium to award the fall grants. Thank you.
That was a tough act to follow. I'm not gonna. Whew, okay. So good evening. My name is Bonnie Giglio. I'm the Executive Director of the Lawrence Township Education Foundation. As you know, we raise money and then give that money right back to teachers through grants. So we just held our fall grant cycle, and we are happy to say that we are funding 23 grants for the total of $42,418 this cycle. So I'm going to start reading the multi-school grants. I'm going to pass it to my board members so you don't have to hear me talk. If you are in the room, please stand up so we can cheer for you, and then we'll keep going. So the first grant we want to highlight is Growing Green Thinkers, which was awarded to all the elementary schools, and it was written by Kristen Burke and Leah Ryan. Woo. This grant will bring more environmental awareness to our youngest learners through creative, age-appropriate signage and display near the climate change learning corners and refillable water stations around the building. By surrounding students with visual and interactive opportunities, it will foster early reading, curiosity, and responsibility for keeping our earth clean and beautiful. Our second grant is Chomp into STEAM, a safe tool for young makers, which was awarded to all elementary schools and LIS. Sorry, I forgot to tell you the cost, $1,500. That was awarded to Jean Musi, Julie Schmidt, Monica Ponteri, and Yulia Lee. This grant will provide funding to equip each of the 4 elementary schools and LIS with a Chomp saw, which is a safe, kid-friendly cardboard cutting tool designed to quickly and easily allow our imaginative LTPS kids to cut, build, and engineer makerspace materials into incredible creations. And the last one, Little Lions Literacy Decodable Books for all elementary schools for $6,636, awarded to Amanda Prettyman. So this grant will fund the purchase of decodable books through Little Lions Literacy. These books will be able to be used by classroom teachers during small group instruction in conjunction with the IMSE phonics program to provide supplemental support for striving readers through targeted phonics topics.
All right, we're very excited. At Ben Franklin School, we have the Ben Franklin Outdoor Explorers for $1,000, awarded to Kim O'Boyle and Terry Krisak. This grant will provide materials to create an outdoor sensory area for all students at Ben Franklin that will infuse learning into sensory and gross motor play. We also have Movement Matters for $3,093, awarded to Carly Cimarelli and Katie Jagodinski. This grant will provide teen to adult-sized tricycles for the adaptive PE classes at Ben Franklin Elementary School. This project will benefit these students in a myriad of ways, including but not limited to their physical, social, and emotional well-being. Bike riding is a skill that will impact these students well beyond their years at Ben Franklin School. Now we have expansion of the Stream Keeper project for $1,400, awarded to Colleen Chancer. The Ben Franklin Stream Keepers are citizen scientists, and this grant will fund additional tools and clothing to help them learn more about the stream. The students at Ben Franklin School continue to be curious, enthusiastic, creative, and eager learners, and they've been taking care of and observing this stream in their own backyard for over 15 years. Now we have Lawrenceville Elementary School. We have Sensory Supports for Success, $1,170, awarded to Kristen Berg. This grant will provide sensory tools, equipment, and structured supports for pre-K through 3 students at LES in order to help them regulate emotions, increase focus, and fully participate in classroom learning. By creating designated sensory opportunities and access points, students will have the tools they need to feel calm, ready, and confident in their school environment. Next, we have at Eldridge Park Elementary School, Windows and Mattering for $842, awarded to Kim Menchu. This grant will provide time for all children at Eldridge Park School to explore and play with multicultural and multi-ability dolls in order to see themselves through play. And we also have Slackwood Elementary School. Slackwood Shines, Sowing Hope in Nature Every Season. And this was awarded to Ebony Latimer, Stacy Moore, and Kristen Hobson. This grant will fund Slackwood Shines, an innovative hands-on gardening program designed to engage students in writing, math, and science through the natural cycle of planting, growing, and harvesting. Guided by a professional gardener in partnership with certified teaching staff, students in K-3 will participate in daily sessions integrating the New Jersey Student Learning Standards in authentic and real-world context. Through planting vegetables, herbs, and flowers, maintaining the garden beds, and recording observations, students will strengthen their academic skills while fostering environmental stewardship, collaboration, and healthy living habits. And now we have Lawrence Elementary School.
I am Kathy Baldessari, and I'm going to read the grants from LIS, Lawrence Intermediate. First one is Connecting with the Stars Daily. That was for $390, awarded to Dan Brennan, Janice Axenroth, and Andrew Sensi. This grant will provide funding for Stardate, a daily program that will enrich and engage 5th graders at LIS in order to inspire curiosity and wonder. Stardate provides knowledge, events, and history of the universe and our solar system. Students learn interesting facts or even places to look in the sky for anomalies. The show will air on the morning hoot for the whole school on Fridays. And then we have Seats for Success, Building Language Together, $2,662, awarded to Katie Coaches. This grant will provide flexible and engaging seating for ELL students in grades 4 through 6 at LIS in order to promote language development and collaboration skills. Next is LIS Sensory Lending Library for $1,500, awarded to Elizabeth Mayo, Karen Klieger, and Tracy Druckenbrod. This grant will allow the LIS Lending Library to continue to operate by replacing the various items like fidgets and kick bands to be open to all students at LIS. The LTEF originally funded the LIS Sensory Lending Library in 2013 and replenished some of the items in 2018. Loat for Kids for $1,000, awarded to Gabrielle Casari, Paula Hooten, and Stacy Moore. This grant will provide audiobooks and ebooks for all students. It will particularly assist DSL students, as many texts are available in languages that can be hard to obtain in print. Step Up with Positivity at LIS for $755, awarded to Sharon Rello and Tori Hart. This grant will fund the sixth grade stairway project, which will engage all 266th graders who will work collaboratively within their homeroom to design and select uplifting quotes and artwork for the central stairwell at LIS. Inspired by the character pillars of the LIS house system, students will create or choose meaningful messages to share with the school community. And finally, the Theater Effect, Enriching Student Lives for $2,000, awarded to Bess Ploner. This grant will provide LIS students with the opportunity to attend performances by local professionals. This will give them greater insight into the various performance opportunities they may wish to pursue throughout their lives, as well as expose them to theater and music making to elevate their understanding and appreciation for creating. Now,
hello, Charles Snelling's here. I'm going to take you through LMS and LHS grants. First, we have at LMS a multi-purpose heat press for $1,200, awarded to John Eric Stamaletos. This grant will provide valuable hands-on experience in design, printing, product creation, fostering essential skills for career and college readiness for both 7th and 8th grade class at LMS in order to foster creativity and design, technical proficiency, and problem solving and collaboration. Next, we have Books for Belonging for $500, awarded to Shannon Lucarelli. This grant will give middle school students the chance to learn, reflect, and build empathy through curated library collection on disabilities. During Disability Awareness Week, these books will inspire school-wide projects that celebrate inclusion and understanding. With that, I'm going to move on to LHS. First here is the Laurentian Wix website subscription for $460, awarded to Cameron Foster. This grant will provide funding for the Laurentian newspaper Wix website subscription, which will support the efforts and talents of student journalists in all 4 grades at LHS, allowing these students to maintain a digital portfolio of their articles, as well as to spread awareness of the newspaper to other schools in the district and the community at large. Next, I'm going to supplies and registration for LHS robotics team for $499, awarded to Shiloh Vetter and Dawit Tessima. This grant will fund the up-and-coming robotics team at LHS by funding additional supplies and registration for upcoming competitions. The team will be able to compete in several in this season, giving the students here an opportunity to foster engineering and programming skills, creativity, and teamwork in a competitive setting. Next is the additional advancer shelves for $2,372, awarded to Alexandra Holmuck. This grant will provide 6 advancer kiln shelves for pottery classes at LHS in order to enhance the quality and efficiency of kiln firings, improve durability and longevity, and support the growing number of students in the pottery program. Moving to Tangents Magazine printing cost for $850, awarded to Cameron Foster. This grant will provide funding for the printing and distribution of physical copies for this year's magazine, the Lawrence High School Tangents Literary and Creative Arts magazine for the student writers and artists currently in all 4 grades at LHS. This project will allow these students to hold in their hands a portfolio of their creative pieces, as well as to spread awareness of the organization to other schools in the district and the community at large. LHS Quest Gardens for $2,000, awarded to Anthony Solati. This grant will provide for a garden for the Quest program for grades 9 through 12 at LHS. This program provides students in the Quest program an opportunity to grow their own flowers, herbs, and produce. It will also enable the students to learn hands-on STEM sustainability as well as foster a love for nature and healthy living. And last is our Revolutionary Voices from the American Experiment, $3,650. This is awarded to Priscilla Taylor, Jamette Clark, and Dan Wolf. This grant will fund a collaborative project honoring the 250th anniversary of America and will provide 4 live performances for American and African American history students at LHS and middle schools, or the middle school. The interactive performances will provide unique experiences for the students with professional reenactors from Philadelphia's esteemed American Historical Theater who can portray real participants living during the time of the American Revolution. Thank you.
Some pictures from Grant Day when we tell everyone they get money. So thank you so much for listening. We are very excited. This was a really fun cycle. There were some really fun grants that we got to read, and we have the big check to take pictures, but we just wanted to say thank you so much to all of our supporters, all of our donors, and we are looking forward to reading them again in the spring. So thank you so much.
Thank you. So if all of our if our recipients can meet us down here with the board and Mr. Desai and Ms. Bakarsiak, if you can join us as well with your checks.
forward to future grants. Okay. I think we're all here. Okay, I think we're all back. All right. Okay. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone. Okay. Let's just wait one more minute. Very noisy. Whew.
I can't, I am so warm.
Okay. All right. Tom, the board secretary report.
Yes, thank you. There are many things on the agenda tonight that are important, but I'll leave those for the Finance Committee when Mr. Van Hise does his report. I wanted to bring up a few things to you, though, just so that, thank you. That's the little check that makes a big check.
That's the big one.
So, okay, back to the agenda. The middle school, we are no longer referring to it as a referendum, but the middle school construction project. The referendum is passed, and a wonderful thing. We expect to see construction on or about December 10th, after the events happen in the auditorium at the middle school. As soon as they've concluded for their performances, the following days we'll start to begin construction there. And of course, we're talking about the auditorium, which is the first phase. And so we'll begin to seal off that area. I don't mean the hallways, just the doors. And you'll start to see construction fencing go up around at the corner where Gainsborough and Princeton Pike are, but it'll be closer to the building. It's not going to extend all the way out there. And the first things that you can expect is demolition to start to happen. And of course, it's all interior. You're not going to be able to see what's actually happening, but to give you an idea, there'll be contractors there taking out the seats, removing some of the ceilings. And so what they'll be doing is, I imagine, first they'll be removing some of the lights, again, taking out seats so they can build a temporary floor. And from the temporary floor, they'll come in with their scaffolding and start to take the ceiling out. When we did the air conditioning project at the middle school that was approved shortly after 2018, we had about 4 different asbestos abatement projects, maybe 5. We will have an asbestos abatement project over the winter break. We will not be doing that while students or staff are present. So just if you haven't been with us through one of those projects, it's something that we do through most of our construction work that happens at the middle school. So sometimes you'll see us do these things over long weekends. In this case, we're doing it over the break. And so you'll see signs. We'll communicate that out far in advance. It'll be within the next 10 days. We'll send a communication out to staff, parents, and then we'll see signs on doors and things of that nature. As always, as was the case through all the previous construction projects, we'll post the results, and anyone who's interested will have my cell phone number. You can call me. I'll tell you where things are. And of course, we'll always be doing testing in, around, and there'll be someone there throughout all of this so that we open school back on time. You can expect the communications to go out through the school. They'll go out through the principal of the school. Dr. Malofsky will send those out. And of course, we'll have a hand in crafting those, and we'll keep everybody informed. And if you want more information, we'd be happy to give you whatever it is you ask for if we have it at that moment. We'll also be putting the Gantt chart, the board knows it as the Gantt chart. We're almost ready for that for show purposes, so to speak, for the public, where they'll be able to follow what our progress has been from the beginning of the referendum straight through construction. We had to look at that. Jill has been working on that to make sure it's presentable. Prior to that, it was just for internal use. It's a real document. And what it does is says what's going to happen next in sequence, what we can expect. To the extent that we know the dates, we say the dates. If we don't know the dates, we say on or about or to be determined. And we don't have everything that we do in there, but we keep what we call our critical path, our milestones, things that we have to achieve. We do this before that. And it's also graphical, so that you'll see a bar go across a calendar that reads from left to right, and you'll see us go out years. And where the bars are overlapping one another, that's where those tasks are happening at the same time concurrently. So we'll talk more about that, and you'll be able to use that when you talk about the project with other people. and other people will be able to go right to the website and see it themselves. So the 26-27 budget is well underway. We have a November 15th deadline internally for ourselves. The budget calendar itself that we have on a tentative basis is on the agenda tonight for your consideration. That was not discussed at Finance, so I feel okay, I'm not stealing your thunder. And the reason we have it approved is not for anything formal. We get CUSAC points if we get it approved. Before they put it on that CUSAC test, you never saw that calendar. So there it is for tonight. And then finally, the board would be interested, of course, and all the welcome back to the board members who were reelected, and our new board member would be of interest. This will be of interest to them. The reorganization meeting is a statutory meeting, and I've listed the dates there for you. This is from the Department of Education's election calendar, and if that should change, then I'll bring that to you in the meantime. Soon we'll be setting the board dates for next year, and so when we do that, we'll look at all calendars, holiday calendars. This is the one board meeting that is constrained according to statute, and so we have to get this in. Just so happens to be that January 7th is a Wednesday, so that works, if it works for all of you, but we'll send something formal out. That's all I have for you tonight.
Thank you so much, Tom. Also, I would like to just congratulate Pepper and Mackenzie for their win. Continued service to the board, and welcome Paul in the new year. And I did want to say thank you to Michelle King. You have another board meeting with us, but I'm going to just say it. You have been an instrumental part of our board. It has been an honor and a pleasure for me personally to know you and to serve with you. You have taught me so much in the many years that you've been on the board, and we really all have appreciated you. We're sad to see you go, but know that you made a big impact in this town and this community, so thank you.
Thank you, Michelle, and I found it extremely gratifying to be part of this organization. It's fulfilling personally, professionally, and as just a community member. Absolutely gratifying.
Thank you. Now we have the board president report. And first, I want to just thank Tom for all of his hard work and his support that he has given me personally. I've learned a lot about all things finance, many things I didn't want to learn, but I've learned them. So I start off, it's November. It is a time when I am reflecting on people who have impacted my life positively. And in terms of our school, Tom comes to mind first. And since he talked about all the things we are doing, I've learned all about that stuff. And I really appreciate it, and I hope that it helps me serve our community better every day. As board members, we all bring our own perspectives and experiences to the table. As a social worker, I'm especially mindful of the needs within our community, needs that have only grown during this difficult time of food insecurity. My heart goes out to the families who have lost access to their SNAP benefits and are struggling to make ends meet. In these challenging times, I have been moved by the compassion and action of our district. Dr. Klim and her team worked tirelessly to bring together community partners and coordinate support for those affected. I, along with the entire board, am profoundly grateful for the generosity, collaboration, and care that has emerged from this effort. The resources are now have been put together and are now available through our district's website under links and resources and within our schools. I know there are families who are struggling right now, but please know you are not alone. If you or someone you know needs support, I encourage you to reach out to your child's guidance counselor. Help is available and our community is here for you. For those who are able, please consider donating pantry items, whether through your child's school, dropping off at the main office, or by contributing directly to one of our local pantries. It is truly inspiring to see our schools and our community come together to care for one another. This is what Lawrence is all about, neighbors helping neighbors with compassion and heart. Thank you to all who have helped and supported those in need. I'm always moved so greatly by this community. When people need stuff, we pull together, and I know that from this board to our administration, as well as to many community members out there. So thank you very much for that. And that's really all I have to say. The liaison and ad hoc committee reports. Our student board member report, Radima Pandy, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Let me get closer. Thank you. Okay, so good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. So this month, I attempted to gain as much insight as possible in terms of the events that were happening at different schools and how students just generally felt about the school district as the first marking period ended. So students at Lawrence High School generally had more positive feelings about the school and its environment than they did last month, which most of them attributed this to adjusting positively as the school year progressed. And as the first marking period came to a close, students expressed satisfaction with the academic environment, course offerings, just how comfortable they felt with their teachers and their classmates. And the new grading system continued to spark discussion, but it still was kind of a 50-50 split between the people who liked it and the people who were having a little bit of difficulty with it. There was also a noticeable increase in the use of school resources, things that the school offered in terms of helping out students. And so this is something that helped with the adjustment that students experienced. And this was both done through teachers giving assignments and offering these resources and independent student experiences. Meanwhile, Student Council continued efforts to enhance student representation throughout the school and kind of hear everybody out by recruiting additional representatives from each grade level who are going to help me as well in terms of understanding their classes and providing actual data about how students feel. In addition to this, fundraising efforts are in full motion for all classes. One additional thing is that Naman Parekh, a sophomore at the high school, expressed a desire for school closures on Diwali. So just a thank you to Naman, Dr. Klim, and Mr. Desai for helping to put this initiative into action. The students at Lawrence Middle School are satisfied with the way that school has been operating for the last 2 months and particularly enjoy all of the events that bring students together more. In the past month, students enjoyed their fall dance and additionally were able to give back to their community through their Socktober donations, which promoted generosity. At the intermediate school, students feel extremely well adjusted and welcome in their environment. The Lawrence Intermediate Student Council organized a fall festival which brought the Lawrence community together. In addition to this, they plan to keep the fall spirit going throughout November with spirit days and food drives for the community. So if you would like to donate, Lawrence Intermediate School is one place to do so. At Slackwood Elementary School, the second grade garden keepers created Slackwood seasonings from herbs that they harvested and dried themselves, which built on last spring's climate lessons. Continuing with this environmental theme, the students there enjoyed their first Slackwood Saturday, which were nature hikes at Colonial Park with their teachers. Lawrence Elementary School students focused on belonging in September and inclusivity in October. They read The Colors of Us and celebrated what makes each person unique, kind of tying into those themes. And LES furthermore celebrated the Week of Respect, as did all of the other elementary schools, with themed spirit days, and LES had a superhero parade of respect, where each grade showcased masks, capes, and shields of respect, joined by their dragon mascot, Lester. As a whole, students in the Lawrence District have felt more engaged and extremely supported throughout this month and all of the events and activities that occurred. And they plan on keeping this momentum going for the rest of the school year. Thank you for listening to these updates.
Wow, beautiful. That was very thorough and very good. Thank you so much. That was great. Do you have any questions or any comments?
I love hearing from all the schools. I'm sure all of you do.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for getting the student voice to the
Well,
Thank you.
we always want to hear from our students, and it's hard as board members because we don't really, unless we have a child in the school, we don't really get to hear all this stuff. So thank you. Okay, LTEF.
Okay, you can see the results of hardworking, dedicated LTEF members reading the grants, deciding how to spread the money that they have equally. The grants that we heard about tonight are pretty fantastic. Both Neil and I attended the November 3rd meeting at 8 a.m. in the Tech Center. We talked about preschool expansion, the AI parent meetings, the data team meetings. We talked about the community being invited to the middle school to talk about the construction and listen to questions and concerns that parents brought up and community members brought up. It was an excellent event. And LTEF members had a few questions too, which was great. I'm not sure if there are any tickets left for this Friday night, but you know the handbag
There are
bingo.
none. There are none. It is sold out.
So
That's
you
why
didn't
Barney
get 'em.
said, don't mention it.
That's what
Just
she
saying.
said. She had 2 left, so if they want to fight for the 2, they can do that. Both my husband and I are going to be there. He's going to he's going to take care of refreshments. It'll be a good time had by all. Should I go into New Jersey school boards
Please.
for you? Okay.
Of course.
Legislative updates, if you go to Capitol Watch on New Jersey school website, it'll give you everything, all the bills. The last time we met, I went over those. I'm attending the Delegates Assembly, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday from 8:30 a.m. to noon. I am representing you, the school board members, so I'm just going to give you, there are 3 resolutions that are being pushed forward. I'm going to give you a brief overview. If you have any input, any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go along with what New Jersey School Board is saying. They are supporting all 3 with change of language, just so you're ahead of that. Delran School Board, Burlington County, posed a resolution requesting New Jersey School Board support a limitation of the period of time in which a board member and charter school trustee criminal history can be reviewed. It supports the language that will consider the nature of the crime committed before a board member or charter school trustee could permanently be disqualified from service. Second one, Clifton School Board, purpose of this new language is supporting the belief that there should be universal free lunch meals for all pre-K to 12 students in New Jersey. And Bridgewater, the third one, Raritan Board of Ed, again, change of language, supporting the belief that science, technology, engineering, mathematics education should be integrated into all aspects of pre-K through 12 curriculum for all New Jersey students. So again, if you have you want any more clarifications, let me know because I'm representing you on the votes. Last bit, Mercer County School Boards Association meeting will be November 20th at the Trenton Board of Ed Admin Building. This will be both in person or virtual. Topic is school finance pressure points, healthcare, and state aid. We'll begin the first 20 minutes or so with a brief overview about what the budget process is and the importance for school board members to understand the process. Then the second half is going to be a panel discussion. I'm going to moderate it. If time permits, at the end we'll have questions. But the true happy point for me is we're going to have our own Gerald Trueheart, who also is the president for Trenton Board of Education, and our assistant BA. He'll be sitting on the panel, so he's going to be representing. So stop by virtually or in person. Love to have you. Just register at New Jersey School Boards. And
Great.
that's my report.
Thank you so
You
much.
betcha.
Student Services.
Student Services had its meeting on November 3rd. In attendance was Vanessa Bakarsiak and myself, Arundel Clark. 2 items to point out. With the there were open leave of absence positions. They have since been filled for the position of guidance counselor and nurse. And then the second point would be on December 2nd, we'll be holding our next CPAC meeting. There will be flyers that'll be sent out shortly. In addition to other information, so keep an eye out for that. From our last meeting, 10 families had attended. That meeting took place on October 28th, and it focused on the importance of routines. That ends my.
Great. Thank you so much, Arundel. Reconfiguration ad hoc. Olga is going to present.
Since our last meeting, the Reconfiguration Committee hasn't met, but we did support the district's October community meeting, which had a great turnout. At the meeting, we gathered lots of questions through surveys, table discussions, and a larger group. All questions that weren't already answered on the district's website will be added there for easy access. Key topics included updates on the middle school auditorium construction, which begins in December. Neighbors and families can expect to see fencing and signs soon. We'll also discuss timelines and plans for the next 5 years. The meeting received mostly positive feedback, especially about the roundtable format. We got a few suggestions on how to improve future meetings, ensuring everyone feels their questions are addressed. We are also looking for better ways to keep elementary school parents informed beyond the website and to customize information for different community groups. The next community meeting on this topic will be in February. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Olga. Review of communications. Seeing none, first opportunity for public input. Okay, seeing none. We don't have any board discussion and work session items, but board discussion and action items. Personnel Committee report.
Okie dokie. Personnel met November 5th, 8:15 a.m. In attendance were Dr. Robin Clem, Sean Fry, Kevin Van Heis, Arundel Clark, Olga Martinez, and myself. We reviewed current staff vacancies and will be advertising for the Supervisor of Humanities position this winter. We discussed LTPS MOA agreement, which is on tonight's agenda for approval. We reviewed projected retirements and changes to staffing for 26-27. We also were in the process of completing our staff budget for the upcoming years. No changes were necessary for the policy 3141, 3144.1, and 3444.3. And you'll see those for the first reading. On tonight's agenda, you'll find a resignation, a retirement of Jose Santos, the Director of Facilities, Property, and for the entire district. He served in the position for 4 years, has done an outstanding job. He attends meetings with smiles, ready to find solutions. I know we'll miss him a lot. We wish him well in any new endeavors he begins, and he better enjoy his retirement because we're going to miss him. You'll also see appointments for leave replacements, pending background checks and clearances, substitute assistants, extending hours, leave replacement dates, destination coaches for ECV. There are approvals for staff members, salary adjustments, athletic homework centers, EDPs, substitute teachers, volunteers, transfers, student technology, student appointments. And is Jamora here today with us? Ah, there she is. I wasn't sure if you ducked out or you stayed. We would like to just take a pause for a minute. After approving tonight the personnel minutes, she will be serving as our secretary to the Assistant Superintendent for the Office of Curriculum and Instruction, and we couldn't be happier to have her join the team.
Congratulations, Jamara. Welcome and congratulations. And
don't be too surprised. Ooh, wow, what a beautiful bouquet. Welcome. Oh, yes, get in there. Oh, yeah, he's so shy. Go. Love it. Okay, congratulations. All right, back to the agenda. Welcome. We're happy you're here, and the flowers are gorgeous. There are a few amendments for start dates, unpaid leaves, and also account numbers. You'll see adjustments for also percentages. And the MOA between the Board of Ed and LTPS, which we discussed earlier, is also on this agenda. And with all listed above, I'd now like to move P1 through P32, please.
Second.
Tom with a motion and a second.
Mr. Clark.
Yes.
Ms. Evans.
Yes.
Ms. Kroger.
Yes.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Dr. King.
Yes.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Mr. Van Heis.
Yes.
Ms. Bose.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you, and congratulations, and welcome.
All right, now it's real.
Okay. CIAPD report, and Student Services.
First, I'd like to thank the community for supporting me in my fourth bid. It's the second time I've run unopposed, and I tell you, if you're going to run for a position, running unopposed is the way to go.
And not during a presidential election.
And I'm very happy to have Mackenzie back with us, and I'm looking forward to having Paul join us, too. CIAPD met yesterday at 8 a.m. in the district board office. Joining me were Michelle Bowes, Michelle King, Mackenzie Kelly, and Neil Desai. The meeting focused on monitoring district-wide progress toward instructional and data-related goals. Discussion centered on how the district measures and tracks its own progress, including review of the district data goal rubrics. Participants also reviewed policies scheduled for first reading, including the Section 504 plan policy and accompanying regulations. Additional updates highlighted progress on the preschool operation plan for 26-27, as well as ongoing work with the Early Childhood Advisory Council. Looking ahead, the district will continue fostering community engagement through upcoming initiatives such as the reconfiguration and referendum conversation and an artificial intelligence family workshop scheduled for January 2026. With that, I would like to move, on the agenda, you'll see field trips and PD, OIS 1 through 4, and OSS 1, which is tuition. I'd like to move OIS 1 through 4 and OSS 1.
Second. Tom with a motion and a second?
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Groger?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
Ms. Bowes?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Oh, Finance Committee report. Yay.
Our reports are a reflection of how busy the staff are because I was writing a book.
Yes,
and
I agree.
summarizing it, but we'll go quickly. We had our meeting on Friday with Pepper, Joanne, Diana, Tom, special guest Neil, and myself. We started out with Tom's normal request, as he does, starts with every meeting, of asking how he and the administration can help and what can they do better. And in typical fashion, we have nothing to add, but it's a great way to start, and it is a reminder that they are really there for the district. And Tom kind of really started off saying, in the customer service role, for instance, they routinely meet with neighbors just on the routine thing. So while everything else is going on, sometimes neighbors, start raising questions about traffic patterns, drop-off, pickup. And they do meet that and try to be proactive in addressing all the concerns, not just from our parents and school children, but also from the neighbors, our community members. The other thing of interest that was brought out is that they are beginning to use AI tools to try to chart out where students will be located during our realignment, which will enable us to actually get ahead of communications and plot out, because as every person was a parent, everybody wants to know where their student's going to be, when they're going to be there, and those types of things. And so we are actually implementing the AI tools to actually help plot that out. We also had the referendum, as we're now calling it, the LMS project update, which Tom had filled you in on. The exciting news. We are actually going to start seeing visible signs. So all of the work is going to lead up to the actual excitement that we will actually be able to see progress. There'll be some of disruptions, as Tom talked about, but the messaging will continue to go out. We will continue to have communications both to the general community and specifically to LMS and LHS for anybody that will be impacted by that. As a side note, just for the board members, our construction manager, Greyhawk, Tom was singing their praise, and that they have been very, very responsive. And it's great to know when we award these contracts that we get the level of service back that not only that we demand and expect, but that we actually have providers that are actually meeting and exceeding those obligations, which actually bodes well that they're being so responsive at the very beginning of the process, because they're really going to be partners throughout this project. As Tom had indicated, and on tonight's agenda, there was work on the comprehensive maintenance plan. This is a state requirement. We always meet and exceed all of our maintenance requirements, and that is a testament Just even in my travels, I've heard, people, visitors to the buildings, that they always marvel at the facilities that we have here. That's certainly a testament to Tom, his team, our custodial and maintenance staff, and the work that goes into, especially considering the age of our buildings, how fantastic they are. Talking about the facilities maintenance, as Tom had also alluded to, work is being done for Slackwood Elementary School. And in his words, we're showing them a lot of love this month with our agenda, improving over $300,000 worth of investment in there. We're doing things like floor replacements, ceiling replacements, lighting upgrades and improvements, and that has been scheduled and staged. So even as the lighting is going in and the students and staff are benefiting by new, brighter LED lights there, they were also planned with the ceiling replacement. So as the lights go in, it will actually make it very, very easy for the ceiling replacement. So again, kudos to staff and for taking care of that, and then doing it in a very methodical way. We also have on tonight's agenda custodial outsourcing with some of the changes in our custodial staffing. It gives us the opportunity to continue our practices of trying to look at increasing efficiencies and reducing costs to the district. So we do have on there, this has enabled us to actually outsource an evening shift over at Ben Franklin Elementary School. This is a continuation of a program that we have been doing for about 15 years. The greatest part about this is that it allows us to keep our staffing levels up when we go to contracts, because if somebody can't be in, we do have coverage that gets taken care of. And we do this, there have been no layoffs, we protect our staff, which is great, but as personnel changes occur, we have retirements and leaves and that sort of a thing, it really enables us to actually look at, does outsourcing make sense? And if so, we have the ability to implement it. The pricing on this has actually been better than expected, so we'll be able to do that through the end of the year, and then we will go out for bids as we get into next year. On the positive side, looking to generate income, we have SREC for our solar renewable energy credit sales will occur next month. We are hoping to receive hopefully a couple $100,000 worth of revenue, which is great. This is, again, another ongoing long-term project for the district. We are ending the ability to actually generate new revenue, but the nice thing is about solar and renewable energy, it is a gift that kind of keeps on giving. So while we probably have about one more sale left, but beyond that, we will still continue to see reduced energy costs because we are actually putting money into energy into the grid, which allows us to get a credit going forward. So that has been I still remember when the district was proposing that, even long before I got on the board. So that has been a very lucrative and very successful project.
Tom said the electric meter was running
backwards. Nice.
Can you do that at my house? Wait a minute. I think I need that at my house.
Yeah, Tom may have been running backwards next to the meter going, but
we're not allowed.
All right, well.
I was just thinking about it. Can you actually spin them backwards like an odometer, you know?
No.
No.
You might get in trouble.
We might get in trouble.
Yeah, just a little bit.
The bulk of our meeting was actually, and Tom had mentioned it, on the asbestos change order. So as Tom indicated, that we do know that LMS, with the age of that building, has had asbestos in it, and every time we undertake a program, we always look ahead to try to remove and abate that, and it's been several times in the past with boilers and certainly running infrastructure lines on it. We've always taken care of that. That way it will be remedied forevermore, and the ceiling in the auditorium was one such project. It was included in our initial plans and specifications. The change order that's on tonight's agenda is actually for the contractor that was going to do that. We had originally envisioned that we would be, creating bid specifications and going out and hiring a contractor specifically to it. But to facilitate the project and actually schedule the timing so that it can be done over winter break, Our contractor has said that he would be willing to do that. So we actually have a change order essentially to change who's going to be doing the work so that it can actually get done. Importantly, for the committee, we actually were discussing a lot of kind of the logistical steps that go into that and the work that will go into it. So there will be some pre-staging work that will occur right at the right before the Christmas holiday, for instance, so that signage will go up and we'll be able to actually get staff on site so they can see exactly what we'll be doing. They can get equipment in place and all of those types of things. So that immediately after Christmas, as Tom had indicated, they're going to be on full steam ahead to get this project done, remediated, removed, testing done, all in place before students and staff return from after break. So it will be a fantastic project, and then we will never have to worry about that again. And as Tom had really the important thing is the communication on that is going to start essentially immediately. So that, Mindy will be coordinating that, so it's certainly constrained to the one building. So all parents, staff, and students, to the extent, will understand what's occurring, even though they won't be around when it's actually occurring. So, almost done. We also had conversations regarding the budget. As Tom had indicated, we are well underway of having that. So the calendar is included on this evening's agenda for our CUSAC points. And there's also in tonight's agenda, I think it's like the last, 8, 9 pages of the agenda, actually is a little PowerPoint presentation of, I guess, what gets circulated amongst the staff that kind of goes into, so you can see the tasks that actually go out to the departments, the schools, and what goes into Tom and Gerald and the staff in building the budget and the thought process, even down to questions like, have you accounted for the, increases in raises and those types of things that go in, because your budget is never going to be static, and so as they start planning forward. So for anybody who didn't get a chance to read that, that is in the agenda packet this evening. The PA additional classrooms will also be in the budget proposal. That continues to be a very successful project in the district, both for enabling us to get the students in sooner, our programming supports for the students, and also for budgetary purposes with the state assistance for that program. It turns out to be very, very successful and very positive for the residents of Lawrence. Last two items that we discussed at our meeting was competitive contracting. There is an item on there that will allow us to continue to use competitive contracting, and that is essentially allowing us to use a points-based or a metric-based system rather than just low bid. We want to do that for certain contracts where we can build in kind of quantitative analysis for bidders that we would not get just by bidding out for a lowest price. On that, and specifically we're looking to do that for custodial services and environmental consultants. The last thing that is kind of an ongoing thing, but is a good reminder for the committee, is that we always continually, as with personnel, always looking at staffing and management changes in order to generate capacity. We do that. So for instance, in the business office, there has been a vacancy. It is being temporarily backfilled, working out great, and because of that, it allows us buys us time to actually evaluate the needs of the position, if there is the potential for a restructuring, or if it's just going to be a fill. And same thing in the facilities office. There will be an upcoming resignation at the end of the year, and same thing, we're going to take our time to make sure that that position and all of the positions in the department are evaluated, and that we'll match up staffing with whatever our needs are at that time. So with that, that was a very busy meeting.
Yeah, you said you were going to be short.
That was the Cliffs Notes version of the meeting. And with that, I will move SBM 1 through 19.
Second. Tom with a motion and a second.
Who was the second? Oh, Joanne. Okay.
Give it to Pepper. It's all good.
Mr. Clark.
Yes.
Miss Evans.
Yes.
Miss Kroger.
Yes.
Miss Kelly.
Yes.
Dr. King.
Yes.
Miss Martinez.
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise.
Yes.
Miss Bose.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, thank you. It was our second opportunity for public input. Seeing none. New business. Dr. King,
Hey,
the floor is yours.
New business. You'll see on the agenda approvals of resignations for retirement, substitute positions, Destinations, Shine, and Eagle program staff. With that being said, I would like to make a motion to move NB1 through NB16.
Second.
Tom with a motion and a second.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Kroger?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. And with that, we're done. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you.